Let me tell you why you're here.
I've seen things.
Oh my god.
Whoa, yeah! You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Guaranteed to jack you up.
Yo, what is going on, my dudes? It's your host, LamarStaysWeird, coming to you once again with another podcast. For the first podcast of 2025, I wanted to reintroduce myself. I wanted us to get to know each other all over again, because I do have new listeners, new people that have spoken to me or spoken through other people who listen and follow the podcast as well. And I want to take a moment, because it is a new year. I want to explain what this podcast is, who I am, and just what I kind of expect out of it, or what you can expect out of it. I know I am just a film podcast, but I also want to be more than that. I feel like I'm not just that, because I can't just talk about the movies and stuff I like. There's way more to it. There's so much to film, and I really do love it. And for those who don't know, I did used to go to film school, and I'm not trying to be a pretentious film bro or anything like that. I just want to talk about movies because I love them. I relate. I'm able to understand more of these feelings that I have, because I've never been the best with them, and movies kind of really help me sort through a lot of my stuff. And it is almost therapeutic in a way. I really do enjoy watching movies. They're my favorite pastime. And I think film as just an art form is incredibly special, and I don't think will ever go anywhere in our society or just our species in general, of the need to tell stories. I love visual stories so much. And that's why I don't read a whole lot of books, because I like comic books a lot more. I like pictures. I like to see stuff. I like to see what these people want me to see. I want their vision of what they're trying to say, the picture they're trying to paint. I really enjoy that, because it's their story at the end of the day, not my own. So I want to see what they do. I want to feel what they want me to feel, and a lot of times it works. So for all the new people, please welcome. I just want to, I don't want to say like, oh, I'm not like the rest. Like, I'm different. I'm just like a chill guy. I am, but it's a little more than that. I just like to talk about the movies I love and what they mean to me, and talk about my own stories. I like to be very grounded. I have a problem with just seeing everything nowadays just seems overproduced or a product. And I genuinely feel like I'm not like that. And I appreciate all the small numbers of views and listeners I get. I appreciate each and every one of you for giving me your time. I know these podcasts are not short. I usually try to go for about like maybe 40 minutes to an hour. And of course I do go over that sometimes. I really try not to, because I don't want to take up too much of your time, because some people do give me their time, and I value yours just as much as I value mine. So I want to try to, meet in the middle a little bit. But when it comes to me talking about these films and what they mean to me, or the stories I have that can relate, it could be anything. I don't have like too many boundaries, not a whole lot of secrets either. I kind of just talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about. So you'll get some crazy stories, you'll get some very fascinating ones, some creepy ones, weird ones, whatever the hell, whatever can pertain or relate to the movie, that's probably what you're gonna get. And I know you guys have definitely noticed the difference between my earlier podcasts and my later ones. I definitely found my footing, and that's why I want to reintroduce myself now for the newer people and for the older ones, so that way you guys know exactly what I'm getting into. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I greatly appreciate it. I love the views here. I love the listeners on the other platforms as well. I know Spotify does videos, so if you're watching this on there, I appreciate it, man. Anything and everything, all love and support, your time, it means so much to me. And I just want to say I am very grateful, because doing these on these platforms, you do get like yearly reviews and monthly reviews. I get the emails, I see the numbers, and it means a lot, dude. It really does. And I'm very humbled and appreciative. And I just want you guys to know that. But this is a good starting off point that I say, if you guys want to introduce other people to my podcast, or if you're just new here by finding it somehow, some way, I hope this lets you know, because I'm trying to make this short and sweet, of who I am and what I'm doing here. I just like to talk about movies, bro. I just want to bro it out with you guys, talk about shit that we like. If it's funny, scary, traumatic, I want to talk about all of it. I want us to bond, anything. And if you've been with me for a while, you know I don't just talk about movies. I've streamed before. I love playing video games. Of course, I mainly stick to live games, but I have done story-driven content, and I will get back into that as well. You'll find that on YouTube. So please follow any of the socials and my bios of whatever. I'm very active on Instagram, Twitter, and whatever apps that are out there that are left. I'm saying this as TikTok is being shut down and everyone's moving wherever the hell. So I just want to, I just want to keep my little slice of the pie of the internet over here. I'm a nobody, and I'm perfectly okay with that. Just the people who enjoy the shit that I do, just know it means the world to me. Okay. And you're valued. Your time is greatly appreciated. And I don't want it to go to waste. Okay. If you introduce me to other people, or you just keep being a loyal listener or whatever, it means so much, dude. All right. It puts a smile on my face and a bulge in my pants. Like that's just how it is. And I just want you guys to know that it gets raunchy. It gets serious. It gets sad. I've had some really deep conversations and talked about things that I haven't talked about with too many people, because I do find this very therapeutic, and I never knew it would actually be that way. Obviously, from how my original episodes were to now, two very different things. Very, very different. So if you listen to all those and you're a new listener, or you're somebody who likes to listen to my stuff, I appreciate you guys listening to all those. I personally don't think they're good, but hey, if you like them, you like them. But I will be revisiting a lot of those episodes, because I did talk about good movies that I would like to talk about in the format that I have now, because now I'm more comfortable, and that's what I want. I want you guys to have that. I want it to be more comfortable. I don't want it to feel like a product, or that I'm trying too hard to be informative or anything. I will be informative. I'll tell you shit that you don't know about behind the scenes, or whatever else, like pop culture drama that could deal with the movie, or just anything going on in the world at that time. I don't talk about the movies by themselves. There's a little bit of me, there's a little bit of you guys, there's a little bit of everything else that could be involved or kind of relate. It's just whatever I feel like talking about. I'm just trying to be chill. I love movies. I love the environment. I love the process. I look forward to doing my own stories one day, whether it be film, comics, whatever the hell. I want to do something. I just like creating. And you guys are a part of that process. And that's why you guys are so important. I will be more consistent when it comes to these. I'm going to try to dish out more, do other content like games, whatever else I can think of. I just want to keep creating, because it means so much to me, and I can't imagine not being creative. As a lot of you may know, I have worked in the movie theater industry for quite a while. Absolutely love it. One of my favorite jobs ever. And that wasn't my first experience with working around movies, because when I was very young, my uncle used to work at a movie gallery, I believe it was. So if you guys remember those, good times, right? But it's a video rental store that went out of business a long time ago. I think it was before Blockbuster went out of business. And being in that environment was just so awesome. Just being around movies all the time, shelves full of DVDs, the walls with the new releases. I even miss just wanting to go pick up a DVD of a new movie, and it was already sold out because everybody else already got it, and there was only like 6 copies. Think about that. That's how it used to be. And now it's not even close to like that anymore. But it was such a good time. And I feel like I was almost born in the wrong period. I would have loved to have been born in the 70s, be a kid through that, be a teenager through the 80s, be in your 20s through the 90s, your early 30s or so, around the 2000s. I would have really loved that. But instead, we're here and now, and I want to make the best of what I got. And there's a lot to work with. There's so many great films that have happened in the span of those 40, 50 years. And I want to talk about them here. And I want to take a second to talk about Letterboxd, because Letterboxd, if you guys may not know, is pretty much like film Twitter. It's an app where you can have your top 4, you have your own profiles, you can have your own watch list, so you can form everything you want to see. You can make lists, rankings, share reviews that everyone can see publicly. It is such a fun app, and I have a lot of people that are in my circles that have it. It's so fascinating to see what people have to say, what people are watching. I love to keep up with all that. But on there, you do get to have your top 4, and to give you guys a little insight of who I am and my top 4. And the first one on my list is going to be Blade Runner from 1982. I absolutely love Blade Runner. I've talked about it extensively on here before. It is in the top for a reason because it makes me feel a lot of things. I genuinely love it so much. It has incredible storytelling, visual effects, and it really makes you think and wonder, what does it mean to be human? Because in there we talk about androids and AI and them mimicking emotions, or at least feeling emotions. We don't really know. But after 2024 and this massive boom in AI development, we're only getting closer and closer to these being real things, like in actuality. So it's going to blur the line eventually, and we're just going to have to come to terms and figure out which side we're on. And that's going to be a whole thing. You can hear me talk about it in episodes, but I absolutely love it. And Harrison Ford is just a man's man, dude. He's Han Solo in Star Wars. Absolutely love. I love Star Wars so much. Probably my first fandom ever that I got into as a kid. He's Indiana Jones. That's incredible on its own right there. He's Thunderbolt Ross now in the MCU. So he's the Red Hulk. That is so fucking awesome. And the next one that means a lot to me as well is Scream from 1996. It was one of the first horror movies I was ever exposed to, along with Child's Play and A Nightmare on Elm Street. Fantastic. I believe it was lightning in a bottle. Wes Craven, rest in peace to the legend. He made something incredible, and it means so much to my girlfriend and I as well. We met the cast right here if you're watching the video. It's awesome. I got a signed 25th anniversary mask by Nev and Matthew Lillard. So it means so much to me. It's iconic, and of course it has one of my childhood crushes, Drew Barrymore, and obviously that's still to this day because I have that Playboy of Drew Barrymore right there. Incredible cold open. Nobody ever saw it coming. It is phenomenal. Everything about the movie is great. It's the right amount of scary, the right amount of funny. It's just timeless. I absolutely love it. And it's straight from 96, just like your boy. So represent. And the next two are fairly recent in the last couple of years because I never really saw it coming. Akira is just almost in my DNA now at this point. And if you guys have been listening to me for a while, you know I was never into anime. The fandom always really turned me off. I was always kind of weirded out by it because of I mainly knew hentai more than I did anime. So hearing and seeing all of that, like when I was younger and how people were, it's a bit of a turn off, and it swore me off from anime for a very, very long time. But I love the cyberpunk genre, and you can't really, you can't ignore Akira because it is almost in every single conversation as one of the most influential films in that genre and just anime in general. So when it came out for the anniversary showing while I was working at the theater, went and watched it, I fell in love. I absolutely loved it, and I had to have everything Akira. So I got the poster, and it was the only one. Made sure I did everything I could to get the poster. I spent hundreds of dollars and just hours just trying to track down the comics from the 80s that they did with Marvel. So I'm really all in. I fucking love Akira, and I'm almost done with that collection, and I'm hoping to finish it by this year and completely read the story all the way through and then eventually frame them all. So that means a lot to me. I really do love Akira. And the next one after that would be Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I love Spider-Man. I'm a big fan. Yeah, I've always loved it. I think he's very inspirational. There's always a little bit of Peter Parker and Spider-Man in people because we all struggle and we all just want to do better, and life beats the shit out of us. And we got to have that resilience to go on to be better for ourselves, the people around us, and try to help shape the worlds that we're able to put our fingers in and teach those lessons, and those lessons go further and realize the impact of ourselves, no matter how small or how massive, it's gonna mean a lot. And I do love the Sam Raimi films. Don't get me wrong. Spider-Man 2 is still incredible, but this one was just very special to me. I really loved it. I can rewatch it like nothing. It's just great. So it's one of my all-time favorites right there. The animation alone is phenomenal, and everything they've done. I can't wait for the trilogy to be done. Everything Spider-Man, I'm super into. He's not my only favorite Marvel superhero. That is also going to be Silver Surfer. So if you guys know that, there you go. Now you do. But those are my top 4 right there. I hope that kind of gives you an idea of the person I am. I would like you to kind of just decipher that on your own and get your own interpretation of what my 4 says about me. So unfortunately, I couldn't be your movie rental guy then, but I can try to be your movie guy now, and I want to talk about anything and everything that we possibly can, and hopefully you enjoy the conversation. By all means, you can interact any way possible by hitting me up on social media, the comments on the videos, the podcasts, like themselves, like on the different platforms, anything and everything. It's all appreciated. It's all welcome. You know, it's all love, man. And I love each and every one of you for giving me your time, sharing me with your friends, your family, whoever. If you are going to share it to somebody, this is a perfect way to start and introduce ourselves. I'm LamarStaysWeird. I've been going by that for, God, I don't know how many years now. Probably about 13, 14 years now. I've been going by that online handle. It's never going anywhere, man. That's your boy. That's me. And we're just here for the ride. We're here to enjoy everything. I'm here for a good time. Hopefully a long time as well, because it is a pleasure and a privilege to just grow old. So if you're out there feeling a little old, hey, it's perfectly okay, man. We're heading into the future. I feel like we have a greater appreciation for that. Like I want to see when things start getting really cyberpunky, and we're kind of there, and that's my bread and butter, as you guys may know. Sci-fi, horror, my top genres I love watching and talking about. They're my absolute favorites. But I will talk about other stuff here and there. I will branch out to other films and genres. I'm only just really going to talk about things I like and love. I'm not here to spread negativity and talk about things I hate. I can talk about things I dislike about the film, but if you love them, by all means, that doesn't mean you should hate it. I'm not here to convince anybody to like or love something. We're just here to talk, man. And if we both see each other's points of view on something, cool, that's better. We just exchanged knowledge. That really means a lot, and that's something to really value, and that's what I want to do here. Whatever you come here to listen to or watch me, I want you to enjoy it. The same thing with the movies or anything else that you may have interest in, because our time is very valuable, and I cherish each and every minute that you guys have given me, because doing this type of stuff, you get emails of you know, monthly views, yearly views, where it tells you everything, your growth. And I've seen the numbers go up, and I've greatly appreciated everything. I'm completely humbled. I don't know what to say. It may not be a lot, and it's grown, but it's still something, you know? And that goes for anyone trying to create anything. Give it your all, man. Do it because you want to do it. If it's successful, it's successful. If it's not, hey, as long as you're doing something you like, it does not matter, because that's why I do these. I listen to and I watch my own stuff because I do enjoy it. I do it for me. That's the main reason I make it, because I love doing it, whether it be making gaming content or recording these or writing comics and trying to develop my own scripts for hopefully future films, because your boy wants to be in the industry. I want to create. I want to leave something behind. And part of that is probably because of my existentialism. I don't know, dude. I have terrible memory, and I worry I'm going to forget a lot of things. And that's why I've always been this person to take a lot of pictures, take a lot of videos, like in the group. I was always that friend. And now I do a lot of this because I do forget a lot. And it's honestly pretty scary to me sometimes. And that's the reason I like to do these things, you know? So if you know me IRL and you see I take a lot of pictures, a lot of videos, dude, that's what I'm doing. I'm not doing it because I think I'm like the main character and stuff. I mean, of course, everybody feels like the main character every now and then, and that's okay. But sometimes you got to remember you are just an extra in other people's lives as well. So you got to find that balance. But I do that because I like looking back on these things. I like looking back on memories or past stories on social media and stuff like that because I forget a lot and it sucks, you know? And I'm not trying to get too real, but it is one of those things. So I like to just talk about things. I like to have it there. You know, I'm not going to be here forever, but a lot of these will be. And maybe somebody in the future will enjoy this. I don't know. Like right now, it's 2025. Somebody could be watching this 25 years from now and they're like, who the fuck is this guy right here? What the hell is all this shit that he has behind him? You know, who the fuck is that? You know, why is there, what the hell is Playboy after it's probably gone extinct and no longer just a clothing brand now at this point? So many things. People are not going to know what this bunny is. And if you know what this bunny is, I dig you. You're fucking awesome. Not going to lie. But that's all it is. That's why I do this. It's a hobby. It's very therapeutic. And more is going to come. Other types of content. I'm not exactly sure what, but I know there will be more gaming, more podcasts. Things are going to be more consistent. So we just want moments to enjoy things. And that's what I want to do here. I want to enjoy things. I want to make you laugh. Kind of want to make you cry a little bit here and there if I talk about my own stuff. And I let you know you're not alone. Just want to be relatable. I'm just your average Joe, man. Your average Lamar, your local Florida man. That's exactly what I am. But I really wish everyone an incredible year, incredible years coming forward, incredible birthdays, family events, whatever. I wish each and every one of you much love and good vibes. Your loved ones as well. They all matter. So tell somebody you love them. Have a great time. Enjoy what you like. Just be you, man. Until next time. Be excellent, be kind, subscribe to the channel.